Sometimes, the dead speak, not in whispers you hear with your ears, but in ways that claw at your chest and make the world tilt sideways. For Maren Vale, it happened on an ordinary Tuesday afternoon, the kind of day you expect to forget by tomorrow. She was sitting in her kitchen, the late afternoon sun filtering through lace curtains, casting gentle patterns on the wooden table. A mug of tea sat untouched before her, steam long gone, leaving the cup cold to the touch. Her thoughts drifted somewhere far away until her phone buzzed. A text from a number she hadn't seen in over 2 years. Her brother's number. Eli. She stared at the screen, fingers trembling as if the message itself might burn her. She told herself it had to be a mistake, a recycled number, some cruel joke, a scam. But when she swiped to open it, the words were, "Find the truth beneath the willow." 6 words. Simple. And yet, they shattered everything she thought she knew. The willow. Not just any tree. It was their place. When they were kids, it stood at the far edge of their grandmother's old farm. A massive, weeping tree whose branches swept the ground like curtains, hiding secrets and dreams. It was where Eli whispered things he couldn't say aloud, where they buried time capsules and made childhood promises. And it was the last place she'd seen him before he disappeared. Maren stared at the message so long that the tea cooled completely. Logic screamed it was impossible. Eli's case had been cold for 2 years. No leads.
No sightings.
Just a hollow file gathering dust in a distant police archive. Her parents had given up hope. But Maren never had. She never stopped looking over her shoulder. Never stopped imagining him walking back through the door. And now, a message. Without hesitation, she grabbed her coat, her keys, and her resolve. She drove through rain-slick streets toward the old farm. The willow stood just beyond the rusted fence line, where the property sloped gently toward the river. By the time she arrived, the sky had bruised into shades of purple and steel gray. The air smelled of wet earth and memories. The tree looked both the same and somehow different. Its branches still draped like curtains, but now they felt watchful, like eyes hidden in shadows. She ducked beneath the leafy veil. The ground was soft and damp beneath her knees. Her fingers brushed away loose leaves and wet soil until they touched something cold and hard. A small, weathered metal box. Her hands shook as she lifted it out. The lock was rusted, but it gave way with a twist of her pocketknife. Inside, a folded piece of paper. The handwriting was unmistakable.
Elias.
If you're reading this, it means they found me, or I've gone too far to come back. The people you trust aren't who they seem. Don't go to the police. Follow the trail. You'll know it when you see it. Her eyes blurred, but before she could read it again, she froze. Someone was watching. Maren's breath caught in her throat as she slowly turned. Through the willow's veil of leaves, she caught the silhouette of a man. Tall, still, his face hidden in shadow. She knew he wasn't there by accident. By the time she stepped out from under the branches, he was gone. Vanished. That was the night Maren's quiet life cracked open. She didn't know it yet, but she wasn't the only one looking for Eli. And the next person she'd meet was someone who'd been watching this case from the shadows for far longer than she had. His name was Elias Cross. She thought she was chasing ghosts, but someone had been chasing her. From the shadows, he had seen it all. And now, Elias Cross was ready to make his move. This story is only getting darker, and trust me, you don't want to miss where it goes next. Subscribe, like, and be ready. Episode 2 will leave you questioning everything.